Hi Capricorn, so we're just going to do a little reading into the week ahead. So I'm going to have a look at the overall energies of where you guys are at right now, and then we are going to have a look at the next 7 days. So overall energies for Capricorn, please. I'm going to grab that one in a sec, don't worry. Let's grab it now. Okay, so you've got the Chariot. This could be some of you are dealing with a Cancer, but I feel like some of you are definitely making some moves, taking some action. You've also got the Nine of Swords. So for some of you, you could be feeling a little bit trapped. You could be feeling quite anxious. Something could be keeping you up at night. However, you've also got the Strength card. So for some of you, you're definitely making the progress. You're feeling confident in your own abilities, in things that you've got going for you. You're very aware of your own strengths and also your weaknesses, because I think it's really important to remember things that we can work on. And then your last pair you got out is the Magician in the reverse view with the Five of Wands. So it could be that there's some conflict and you're at a point where you know how to deal with it. And I think, you know, conflict is always... It's always a tough time, but I think knowing, you know, everything is always better with a plan. And I think because you've got the Magician there, even though it's in the away view, I think you're still very aware of the plan and you've got the plan in place to deal with this conflict. So that's not a bad thing. As an overview, your bottom of the deck card is the Page of Swords in reverse. So it could be that you're sending out some messaging that you don't really want to send out. It could be that your messages might not be too well received. Or it could be that you're getting some messages that are not going to be great, which could lead you to the conflict. In either way, you know, if you're sending the messages, it could be that you that's doing it because you've got the strength to do it now. It could be that the messages coming in are not great for you, and that's what's giving you that Nine of Swords motion, that Nine of Swords mentality. Or it could be that the messages coming in you don't like, and you're out of there, and that's why you're making the movement. So hopefully that will resonate for some of you. If it doesn't and you want a private reading, then drop me a message and we can arrange that for you. So we're going to have a look at the next week ahead. So we're going to do a little seven card spread for the next 7 days, obviously depending on when you watch it. So 7 days for Capricorn, please. Have 7 cards out. How many's out? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Take that as an over. Okay, so day 1, you've got the Justice in reverse. So it could be that you're dealing with a Libra who is not playing ball, who is not really focused on you right now, who is maybe dealing with their own stuff. But it could also be that you're not doing the right thing. You can see how those scales are down, the sword is down. There's no fight to necessarily do the right thing on day 1. Day 2, you've got the Two of Pentacles. So slightly more positive, because with that, I feel that this kid is... He's out there and he's performing and he's doing what he needs to do, but he's doing it for himself. You know, it's not the reverse view where you've got people up on the balcony watching, and it's all about kind of, you know, performing for other people and showing what you are capable of. This guy's just practicing, focusing on his arts. He's, you know, yes, he's trying to keep everything up in the air, but he's not stressed about it. He's up on one leg while he's doing it. You know, he's fully in control. So for day 2, I feel like there's a lot of control going on, and also, you know, there's a ship in the background there. So there's definitely some progress in new ventures. Day 3, however, you're back in that Eight of Swords mode. So you're back in the feeling of being trapped in your own head, of not being able to work out that, you know, there's actually space. If she stood up, she could walk easily, but she's blindfolded. She's blinded by the mental stress that's going on, and she can't. You know, she can't see, not see the wood for the trees, but, you know, the sun is shining and she's not aware of it. It's a real, even though it's a bright sunny day, she still feels quite dark. So for day 3, could be feeling a little bit like that. Day 4, however, you're ready to fight that darkness head on. You've got the Knight of Swords. So where previously on day 3 you've been feeling a little bit trapped, and, you know, you can feel that there's sun there, but you just can't see it. You can't have the emotion of it. Day 4, you're tackling that head on. You're ready to fight that fight. Leading you into day 5, though, is the Hermit. So it could be dealing with a Virgo. But could also be that, you know, part of you trying to fight that fight is taking time out to focus on yourself and to be introspective, to focus on what it is that you want, to focus on what it is that's keeping you in that mode, what's made you feel like this. Because I think sometimes when you find what it is that is making you feel like that, you can deal with it a lot more easily. but you need time out to do it. So day 5, I would say, which would be Friday if you watch it today, you know, day 5 is definitely, if you need to have a bit of a down day, have a down day. Because day 6, you come back fighting with the Knight of Cups. So you come back full of love, full of action, full of doing what it is you need to do. Maybe it is that you're making an offering to someone in the love department. Maybe it's just that you're back out in the world showing that you've taken this time out. Yes, you've had this 8 of Swords mode on, but actually, you're still shining. Your armour's still on. You've still got your cup. You're back out in the world, just showing what it is that you're about. And also, you've got the 4 of Cups, which this view I love because this is party's over. You've done what you needed to do here, and you're off on that ship. So again, you've got that ship sailing again. So you've got the ship in the 2 of Pentacles. We've also got the ship in the 4 of Cups. So there's definitely some some motions here going on. And this for me is 100%. There's been a really, really good time. Those cups are down because people have partied there. Sailors have come in, maybe you've gone in like when, like a cruise ship, you go and have a day in port, you have a wonderful time, and then you set off for the next adventure, set off to the next port, the next place. So overall, it's not a bad thing, and so it's a bit up and down, but your overall energy is the 9 of Wands reverse for you. So for me, that's very much about seeing, coming through the battles and knowing what it is that you've done it for. Because you've got that lady coming out of the cave that you've been fighting to get to. So you've been fighting, it doesn't have to be someone else. It could be dealing with the fire sign. And say you've got Libra here, you've got Virgo. There's swords, there's cups. It could be any sign really. But with this, I feel whoever it is that whether this is you that's been trapped in a cave and you've been, putting in the fights overall this week to get yourself out of that energy, to free yourself from that cave. From the Hermit energy. I think that's a really nice overall energy for the week. I'd say that resonates, fantastic. If it doesn't and you want a private reading, then give me a shout and we can sort that out for you. If not, take care. I'll see you soon.